Okay. All right. Let me see. No, it's not this one. Give me a second. Goodness. Let me see. Okay. Today we're going to start talking about conditionals. Okay, conditionals. Before we do one activity, one reading activity, I'm going to explain you a little bit about the conditionals, okay? Because in the book only says about the third conditional and the mixed conditional. No, it's the second, third, and mixed. But I'm going to explain you about the first three conditionals. We have 5 types of conditionals. 5 types of conditionals. Okay. We start first with them. First of all, conditionals are structures that are made by two clauses. They have two clauses. The first clause, it's the if clause, right? Is about the situation, right? That we think that can be possible in the future or in the present. And the second clause is the condition, okay? Which is if something happens, then this condition is accomplished, okay? Okay, we have different types of conditionals. First of all, we have the zero conditional. The zero conditional. The zero conditional talks about present laws, rules, or facts. Oh my goodness, I made a mistake in the spelling. But well, the zero conditional talks about present rules, laws, or facts. So it means that when we use the zero conditional, it's something in the present that is always a rule, it's a law, it's a fact. It always happens. For example, right? If you get up early, you get to work early. If you get up early, you get to work early, right? You get up early, you get to work early, right? Because you have more time to do your stuff. So we have, if you get up early, you get to work early. We have two clauses. The first clause is with if, right? And it's divided by a comma. We have a comma, and then we have the second clause. You get to work early. You see? We can change if for when. For example, when you get up early, you get to work early. When you get up early, you get to work early, right? We can switch the order of the clauses of the statement. We can say, you get to work early when you get up early. We can say you get to work early if you get up early. And we can say many other things, like if you get up late, you get to work late. When you get up late, you get to work late. Okay? Now, in the zero conditional, as you can see, The if clause is in simple present, and the condition it's also in simple present. Mhm. So we have simple present and simple present. Mhm. Okay, this is the zero condition. Fine. Thank you. Okay, now let's go to the first conditional. Mhm. The first conditional is different. When we talk about the first conditional, we talk about future probabilities. Probabilities. Okay, it's probable. It's not sure, right? We are not sure that that is going to happen, but it's probable. It may happen, right? We don't know, but probably it happens. Okay. For this first conditional, the structure is a little different. We use the if clause in one sentence. If, for example, if you work hard, then we divide it by a comma, and then we use another clause. The second clause needs to be with with might or will. For example, if you work hard, you will, sorry, you will get a raise. A raise. If you work hard, you will get a raise. So it can be with if. Sorry, it can be with it can be with will. I made something here. Let me correct it. There you go. Okay. It can be with will or it can be with might. For example, if you make it with might, it would be like this. If you work hard, comma, you might get a rise. It's the same idea. There's nothing different. You can use if at the beginning or you can use if at the end. You can say you will get a rise if you work hard, or you might get a rise if you work hard. The important thing about the conditionals is to understand that one of the clauses go with if, and that the clause that goes with if is in simple present. And if that clause goes with if, then the condition, the second clause, goes with will or might in the first conditional. We need to see the type of situation we're talking about, if it is future or if it is present. If it is something in present, then it has to be the zero conditional. But this is a future probability, so it has to be first conditional. So far, so good. So if clause, simple present. Condition, will or might. Okay? Yes? You're here? Ah, excellent. That I get worried because I say, oh, probably I'm talking to myself. No, no, that's not true. I'm not talking to myself. I know. Okay. Now, let's go to the next one, which is the second conditional. Okay, the second conditional is also called the present unreal. Mhm. You call it second conditional or you call it present unreal. Mhm. Imaginary, right? It's something about the present which is not real. It's imaginary. It's not happening and it probably won't happen. Okay? This present unreal usually is to talk about our wishes, hopes, or desires about the present. Mhm. Something we wish, we hope, we desire to happen in the present, but that is not real. Okay? For example, we say, if I had $1 million, I would buy a new house. Oh, I wrote a period instead of a comma. It should be a comma here. There you go. Mhm. So as you can see in this present unreal, we have, if I had $1 million, and to say something that is not real in the present, we use the simple past. So if I had $1 million, it's not real in the present, it's not happening. So I use the simple past. I would buy a new house is something I'm not gonna do because I don't have $1 million. So I use I would buy a new house. So the first statement, the if clause, goes with if, and the second statement, the would statement, the second statement, the condition goes with would. All right? I can use other modal verbs instead of would. For example, if I were mm, taller. If I were taller, I could play basketball better. Okay? If I were taller, I can use where to refer about I, he, she, it, right? In this unreal situation. When it is about something unreal, I can use where, okay? If it is something real, not. If it is something about the past, not. But since this is unreal, I can use where for I, he, she, it. Okay? So I said if I were taller, I could play basketball better. So instead of would, I can use could. Mhm. What else? What else? I can use should also. For example, you had If you had a time, you should visit your mom. I can use may also if you had a time, you may visit your mom. Okay? So I use the past simple with the if clause, and I use an auxiliary, sorry, a modal there with the condition. Usually we use would or could. Most frequently is would, but sometimes we can use also could, should, or may. Mhm. Okay? This is the second conditional, present unreal. Shall we move on to the third conditional? Okay? Thank you. Third conditional. Mhm. The third conditional, it's also called the past unreal. Mhm. The past unreal. And this is to talk about something that is not real about the past. Mhm. For example, I am an English teacher, right? I am an English teacher, right? So, since I am an English teacher, I can say, if I hadn't, uh, if I hadn't learned English at school, I wouldn't have became a teacher. If I hadn't learned English at school, I wouldn't have become a teacher. Give me a second. There you go. If I hadn't learned English at school, I wouldn't have become a teacher. Mhm. So as you can see in this sentence, the if clause is in past perfect. Past perfect. It means it goes with had and the past participle of the verb. And the second clause is wouldn't have. It's a perfect model. It's a perfect model. If I hadn't learned English at school, I wouldn't have become a teacher. Mhm. Okay? So it's something that is not real about my past. So I use past perfect and then I use perfect module. If clause with past perfect and the condition with a perfect module. In this case, the perfect module is wouldn't have. Usually we can use wouldn't have or couldn't have. I couldn't have become a teacher makes also sense. Okay, let's see another one. If my parents hadn't It says, if my parents hadn't moved to Mexico, I would have been born in USA. If my parents hadn't moved to Mexico, I would have been born in USA. So we have past perfect with if and perfect modal with would have. You see? Okay, everyone? Right now you say, yes, teacher, yes. I want to see, I want to see. I want to see in the activities, right? I want to see if you guys can do it well. Mm-hmm. Okay, now let's go to the last one. We have seen zero conditional, which is present and present. First conditional, which is present and will or might. Uh, second conditional, which is past simple and modal there, like would or could. And third conditional, which is past perfect and a perfect modal would have, could have. Okay? Now, um, let's see the mixed conditional. The mixed conditional is to talk about a past to talk about a past or a past event, an unreal, sorry, an unreal past event which can affect a present situation. Mhm. It talks about an unreal past event which can affect a present situation, or vice versa. It can be to talk about an unreal present event which can affect a past situation. It can be vice versa. Mhm. How do we structure this? It's mixed. So since it's mixed, is a mixture of the second and the third condition. Mhm. Like this, like this. If I hadn't studied English, I would be a liar. Now, to say something, right? I actually don't know if I would be a liar. I don't like LOL that much. Okay? So if I hadn't studied English, I would be a liar now. Mhm. So as you can see, we have if I hadn't is in past perfect, and I would be is in a present module verb, right? I hadn't is something in the past, and I would be is something in the present. So if I hadn't studied English in the past, I would be a liar now. that is telling me that if the event of studying English hadn't happened, it would affect my present. Mhm. This is mixed conditional. Mhm. And I can make it also vice versa. I can make something real in the past and unreal in the present. For example, let me think. Let me think. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I don't know. I have no ideas, but we'll see them later. Okay, I have no. I'm thinking about an example that I can give, but it doesn't come to my mind. But we'll see later in the book many more examples. Okay. Okay. So these are the 5 different conditionals. Now we're going to go. Now we're going to go to the book. And before we start with the book, let me ask you something. Do you ever see, or in the place where you live, do you ever see homeless people? Homeless? Do you understand homeless? Do you see homeless people in the place where you live? No? There is no homeless people there? Homeless. Homeless means gente que no tiene casa, sin hogar. Uh, Mendigos. Mhm. Oh, oh, I got you. I got you, Renee. I got you. When you happen to see a homeless person, what do you do? Do you help them? Have you ever helped them? What's the most you have done to help these people? You've gave them food, okay? That's good. That's good. What about you, Isabel? Have you done anything to help them? You've gone to hospitals. Hmm. Well, I don't know if hospitals counts as homeless people. You know, homeless people is a person who has no home, no tienen casa, right? Well, not sick people precisely, you know. Uh, it was more like a people who's poor and they don't have where to live. Mhm. But oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Well, we're going to read a story about a family who helped some poor people. Okay. I'm going to write some questions, and we're going to do exactly the same as last time. You read the questions, copy the questions, okay, or take a picture, and then I'm going to show you the article, the reading, and you need to look for the questions, okay? You need to do it quickly. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. I guess. No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I guess we can do it differently this time. I was gonna write them, but not. Instead of that, I'm gonna show you the reading, and I'm gonna tell you the question, and you need to read quickly and get the answer. Okay. Let's see. This is the article. Can you see the article? Yes? Okay. Listen, I'm going to tell you a question and you need to tell me the answer quickly. Okay? The question is, who was driving Hannah back home? Kevin. Okay, okay. Kevin, that's right. Now listen. Uh, what did Hannah see at the traffic light? A homeless person, okay? That's it? Only a homeless person? That's it? Only the homeless person? Okay. And an expensive car, right? Okay. What did Hannah's family sold to help the poor people? What did I what did I sell? What did they sell? What did the family sell to help the poor people? Yes, what did they sell? No seal, sell is not the same. Sell, seal, no, not the same. I said, what did they sell? They sold a house. Excellent, Rene. They sold a house. Excellent. Thank you. How much did the family donate? How much did the family donate? No, that's not true. That's not true. One million. Yes, that's right. 1 million. Okay. Next question. Hi, Rene. Rene is typing something. Where's the answer? Rene, look. The answer, the question is how much did they donate? And in the text, it says they sold their house. Sorry, they sold their 2 million dream home. They sold it in 2 million. The house was 2 million. But it says and donated half of the profits. Half the profits. So half, if it is 2 million, they donated 1 million. You see? What is one of the benefits? What is one of the benefits that they have now as a family? Oh, after donated their home. What is one of the benefits they have now as a family after donated their home or their money? They became closer as a family. Yes, yes. That's true. Excellent. Okay, pretty good. Okay, now we can read it. We can read it together and check this information very quickly. I'm gonna read it for you. The power of half. What would you do if you saw a homeless person begging in the streets? Walk on by, give a few spare coins? Not the Solon family. They gave much more than that. Read the story and ask yourself, what would I have done? Kevin Solon was driving his 14-year-old daughter Hannah back from a sleepover. Hannah had often seen homeless people begging for food at the spotlight near the home. But on this particular day, while they were waiting for the light, Hannah noticed an expensive cart in front of them, and a homeless man is standing on the side of the road. If that guy didn't have such a nice car, the man over here could have a meal, Hannah said. The scene clearly made a deep impression on Hannah, and she continued to discuss it with her parents and brother for some time. She wanted her family to make a difference in the world, even if it was a small difference. How much are we willing to give up? Her mom asked. This house. Eventually, that's exactly what the family did. They sold their 2 million dream home and donated half the proceeds to the Hunger Project's work in Africa. If Hannah hadn't seen the homeless man alongside the cart, maybe the Swollen would still be in their dream home. But would they be as happy? In their new smaller house, they found they were spending more time together and became closer as a family. They admit they might not have become so close if they had stayed in their own home. If you want to learn more about the Swollen's remarkable story, visit their website. Okay? Good job. In this story, we have a lot of examples of the conditionals. Let's analyze them. Let's check this out. It says, circle the correct forms to complete the sentences below. Use the article to help you. Oh, before that, sorry, I forgot to ask you. Do you have any questions about the article? Any doubts about the vocabulary? No doubts? No, we don't. Thank you. Okay, so let's do the activity then. Okay, so we were saying that we have here some sentences and we need to choose the correct word to complete the sentence. For example, the first sentence says, what would you do if you saw or see a homeless person? What do you think? Saw or see? Yes. Yes, the answer is so. Yes, excellent. Because it's something that you cannot see the homeless person in this moment, right? It's something imaginary. It's not real. So you use so. Good job. The family might not have become or might not become so close if they hadn't moved to their smaller house. Yes, it's have become because we know if they hadn't moved is in past perfect. So if the if clause is in past perfect, the condition should be in a perfect model. So yes, very good. If Hannah didn't see or hadn't seen the man in the car, the family might still live in the big house. What? Didn't see or hadn't seen? Let's wait for Isabel. Hadn't seen. If Hannah hadn't seen the man in the car, the family might still live. Yes. This is an example of mixed conditional. Good job. Good job, Renee and Isabel. Okay, conditional statements and questions. You can use if clauses to talk about hypothetical events in the present or past. Notice the commas. Present, if, past form, modal, verb. What would you do if you saw a homeless person on the street? If he looked hungry, I'd probably give him some money. past. If, past perfect, modal, have, past participle. If you'd been in the car with Hannah, what would you have done? I might not have thought about it if she hadn't mentioned it. Mhm. So present, the one that says present is a present unreal, is hypothetical, and is the one that we call also the second conditional. The one that says past is past unreal, is hypothetical, and we also call it third conditional. And then we have mixed present and past. If they still live in their house, in their big house, would they have raised any money? Maybe, but they might not be so close if they had stayed there. They might not be so close if they had stayed there. You see? Mixed. Okay? Let's try this activity. Complete the conversation with the correct form of the verbs given. Sometimes there's more than one correct answer. Then ask the question and give your own answers. Would the Swollen have had the idea to sell their home, do you think, if Hannah, the expensive car that day? Would the Swollens have had the idea to sell their home, do you think, if Hannah, what do you think? Hadn't seen the expensive car that they could? Maybe not. If the car in front of them. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Thank you, Rene. Hadn't stopped. Yes, because it's something not real about the past, we use the past perfect. Hadn't stopped. Okay. In front of them, she what? She what? Mm-hmm. She. Wouldn't decided. I don't think. She might not have decided. Yes, what Rene said is good. Isabel, in your case, the problem is that you're missing half. It should be, it could be, wouldn't have decided. But in this case, in the parentheses, we see might. So we need to use might. So it should be might not have decided, because we're talking about something in the past, something that is hypothetical about the past. She might not have decided to do something, but maybe she, remember, it's about the past. Thank you. She had done something there. Excellent. Thank you, Rene. Good job, Rene. Good job. If you in the car with Hannah that day, uh, no, no, Isabel. In this case, is if you had been. Mhm. Okay, okay, Isabel. Thank you, Rene. If you had been. Okay, Isabel and Rene. Look at this, Isabel. Look at the part here. You see here, I'm drawing a circle. Can you see it, Isabel? Okay, Isabel, look. When it is something imaginary about the present, you use if plus past. So it means that whatever you write after if should be in past. And then you use the comma and then a modal verb in present. But whenever you talk about something imaginary about the past, you use if plus the past perfect, then the comma, and then would have past participle. That's the structure. Now, if you in the car with Hannah that day, that is something imaginary about the past because it happened already. Hannah was in the car many years ago. It's not right now. It's about the past. So we need to use the, and you can see that is the if clause. If you. So after if you, we need to use the past perfect. So we should say if you had been. in the car with Hannah that day. How? The modal is after the comma. Yes, after the comma or in the second statement. Now, how what? How how would you have reacted? Yes. How would you have reacted? Yes. 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 Next, you mean if I Rene is not negative. It doesn't say no. No, it's correct. What Rene wrote is correct. It's had seen, but in this case, it's not negative. It's only affirmative. Had seen. Yes, Rene. Thank you, Rene. Yes. If I had seen the homeless man too, I no, Rene, you're missing something, Rene. You're missing something. You're missing something, Rene. Yes. Yes, good job. Good job, Isabel. Might not have done anything or would not have done anything. Mhm. Good. Next, number three. If you be Hannah, No, it's not. No, no, Isabel. Let me see, Renee. I couldn't see your answer. No, guys, this is about something in the past or in the present. It says, if you, si tú fueras, Hannah, si tú fueras cuando, right now. So if you were Hannah, how would you have? How would you have failed? How would you have failed? Yes. When the house was sold, I no, no. Check that out, please. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, perfect. Look, pay attention. You said, I had been really upset, but we're not talking about something. Oh, no, sorry. No, sorry, my mistake. Yes, you are right. You are right. Sorry, it was my mistake. You are right. I had been really upset sorry, it was my mistake. I had been really upset if I what? Nope, nope. No had. Look at had. If I had, si hubiera, is missing something. You're missing one thing, only one thing. Look at the parentheses. Had is missing one word. Yes, if I had to move. If I had to move. But I guess I. Mhm. No, no, because we saw if already. If I had to move. No, if I had to move. We already saw the if clause, right? If. So the next clause goes with the modal verb. So in this case, we need to use the modal verb. Mm, no. The thing, René, is that, René, you are translating, lo estás traduciendo al español. En español decimos hubiera estado de acuerdo y tenemos que usar la palabra estado de acuerdo. But in English, you don't say that. En inglés no se dice así. En inglés no se tiene que decir estado de acuerdo. In English, you only say, I would have agreed. Agree is a verb. You don't need to say be agree. You only say agree. And it says, what? The last one, please. What would you do if someone, yes, what would you do if someone asked you for money on the street? Very good. It depends. Maybe give them a few coins if. The last one, I give them a few coins if I. if I? No, it's only if I had change. You don't need to say if I had. Because I'll give them, I would give them if I had is present on real. Mhm. Okay. All right, everyone. All right, Isabel and Rene. Now we're going to do another activity. Well, Isabel wants to say something. Okay, we're gonna do another activity. We're gonna do a listening activity. Mhm. Okay, for this listening activity, we are going to listen to three different people talking about things they have done. If you want, you can take a picture of the activity, which is this little chart that we have there, so you can answer while you listen. And I'm gonna play the audio twice. First, we need to listen to these three people talking, and we need to check. We need to say, what are they talking about? It says, if I wanted to help, I what? Use the car less, donate my time, watch my spendings. Okay? So we're going to listen to the first person, and we're going to choose what does this person wants to do. Okay? Let's listen to the first person.
Page 53. 3. Listening and speaking. What would you give away? A. Listen to 3 people talk about ways to help others. Number the summaries of what they say, 1 through 3. Then listen again and complete the sentences for each person. 1.
So, what would you sell, if you wanted to give money to charity like the Salwin family?
Well, let's see. If I really wanted to make an effort and, spend less, one thing I would do, is I would definitely cut back on gas. It costs me a fortune every month just to buy gas, so yeah, it'd be easy if I rode my bike to get places. So yeah.
And who would you give the money to?
Let's see. Probably to a children's charity. Something to do with kids.
Okay. So this person, what would she do if she wanted to help? She would use the car less, donate her time, or watch her spendings on groceries. Like yes. No, you have 3 options, Rene. The options are these options. use the car less, donate my time, or watch my spendings on groceries. Isabel says, watch my spendings of groceries. No, Renee says, watch my spendings of groceries, right? I'm sorry, I thought it was Isabel. And you, Isabel, you don't say anything? Use the car less. Yes, Isabel, that's true. Sorry, Renee. It says use the car less because she says she would ride her bicycle more often instead of using her car because it costs a lot to use the car, and that's true. Okay, so she would be able to do it if she rides her bicycle, right? Now, what would she do with her money? What would she do with her money? With the money she saves, what would she do? Do you remember? What would she do with the money she saves? Buy gas? No. No, she's not gonna buy gas. No. Listen, I want you to tell me what would she do with the money that she saves?
Page 53. 3. Listening and speaking. What would you give away? A. Listen to 3 people talk about ways to help others. Number the summaries of what they say, 1 through 3. Then listen again and complete the sentences for each person. 1.
So, what would you sell, if you wanted to give money to charity like the Salwin family?
Well, let's see. If I really wanted to make an effort and, spend less, one thing I would do, is I would definitely cut back on gas. It costs me a fortune every month just to buy gas, so yeah, it'd be easy if I rode my bike to get places. So yeah.
And who would you give the money to?
Let's see. Probably to a children's charity. Something to do with kids.
2.
Can you listen now? Yes, okay. Yes, to help children, right? To help children. Yes, that's true. To help children. That's true. Mhm. Okay, now let's listen to the next person. Okay, let's listen to the next person. Listen.
So, what would be like the easiest thing to cut back on or give up?
It's terrible how much food I buy in a week and then throw out because I don't have time to cook it, or I'm not paying attention to what I'm buying, and it looks good at the time and then it just gets thrown out later. And that kind of waste makes me really angry. So that would probably be the easiest thing for me to get on top of. If I bought less food. Save that money and give it away, to local schools or something. They always need supplies.
Sorry, is that I turn off my microphone so you can listen to the audio, and sometimes I forget to turn it on. So this person, what would she do with her money? She would donate her time or watch her spending on groceries. Yes. And what would she do with her money that she saves? What would she do? Buy supplies. Supplies for who or what? No, for charity, no. No? Any other idea besides charity? It's not for charity, it's for something else. Okay, we're gonna play the audio again. I want you to tell me what would she do with the money that she saves? Okay, what would she do with the money? Who would she give the money to? Okay, that's what I want you to tell me.
Cut back on or give up.
It's terrible how much food I buy in a week.
2.
So, what would be like the easiest thing to cut back on or give up?
It's terrible how much food I buy in a week and then throw out because I don't have time to cook it, or I'm not paying attention to what I'm buying, and it looks good at the time, and then it just gets thrown out later. And that kind of waste makes me really angry. So that would probably be the easiest thing for me to get on top of. If I bought less food. Save that money and give it away, to local schools or something. They always need supplies.
3.
So what would be,
So guys, yes, she would. She would give the money to local schools. She would give the money to local schools. Okay. Okay. Let's listen to the last audio. Okay, listen.
what would be the best way to help the homeless, do you think?
Well, actually, I have discussed with people in the past how, giving money is fine, but sometimes it feels like, actually helping is better. So, when I've, volunteered, that feels like doing something real, and it feels much better than, giving $5 to somebody. So, helping out serving food in a food kitchen for the homeless or something like that. And it'd be totally possible to do that if I just organized my schedule.
So, what would he do to help? Uh-huh. So, what would he do? Money, no. He would donate his time, right? It's right here. Is the last one, the only one missing. Donate my time, right? He's gonna help in the kitchen. Yes, he's gonna help in the kitchen. Excellent. That's it. Okay, very good, everyone. Okay, let's go really quickly to check the homework. Mhm. Let me see. Let me see. For give me 1 minute. Yes. Okay. Okay. Look, we're gonna do this. Okay. Let's go to the number one. Look, number one, continuous forms for conditions. It says you can use past continuous forms to introduce hypothetical situations in the present. If you were hoping to get a job with a charity, you might want to volunteer first. If you were planning to change the world, where would you start? You can use past perfect continuous forms to introduce hypothetical situations in the past. If Solons had been living in a small house, they wouldn't have been able to raise so much. Hannah might not have seen the homeless man if she hadn't been looking out the window. Mhm. Complete the questions with continuous form of the verbs, then answer the questions. Okay? Okay, guys, I want to ask you for a favor. I want to finish the class right now, 15 minutes before. I have to go somewhere else, and I want to see if we can stop right here. And you guys can do this activity for homework. Is it okay? Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Renee. Okay, so for homework, you need to complete these sentences with continuous forms. If it is in the present, use past continuous. If it is about the past, use past perfect continuous. Okay? What other homework? I don't remember the other homework. We checked it, Renee. We checked it at the beginning of the class. You were not here. We checked it with Isabel. Yeah, we checked it. Oh, what do you mean? I don't understand. You refer to this homework, not? Yeah, you had all questions correct. We checked this homework today at the beginning of the class. Everything was correct. Okay. Okay, then please do this activity for homework. Let me send you the page, the picture, right, to the WhatsApp so you don't forget. And I'll see you tomorrow. Please send me your homeworks as soon as you have them so we can check them tomorrow. Okay? Any other question, you can send me a message. Then we're going to stop right here today and we continue tomorrow. Okay? Have a good day, both of you. Enjoy your day. Bye.